So, what is the key to crafting an effective prompt? What's going to get their attention? What's going to make them go, wait a minute, what? What's going to be a plot twist? What's going to be a hint? What's going to be a clue? If you go back through, okay, I'll use some textbook examples because it's easier than some of the more obscure sources that I like. Go back through any Agatha Christie novel. Go back through any Arthur Conan Doyle Sherlock Holmes mystery. And you will find that the things with the solutions were some overlooked little detail, but it was surrounded by things that got your attention. An effective prompt is something that will make you see the gold among the chicken feed. Figure out how you're going to do it. How are you going to get their attention and make them decide, I want to turn the page and see how this turns out, or I want to pick that book up to see what this is all about. And yes, sometimes cover art can do that. But remember the adage, do not judge a book by its cover. Because I have seen some absolutely fantastic cover art that was the best part of the book. Oh, I mean, like, I wanted to go find the author and just absolutely smack them around till they gave me my money back. And then I have seen some books that had the most generic, mundane cover with absolutely no polish to it, no pictures even. It was just a solid color with the title. And those were ones I could not put down. So read the back of the book. That will give you some little hint. Prompt is a way that you get their attention. What part of that story that you're trying to tell do you want them to notice? Hint at it. Don't give it away, because if they've read it on the back of the book for nothing, why are they going to buy the stupid thing? But find ways to make that stand out a little bit more. When I was growing up, I used to love watching Saturday morning cartoons. Scooby-Doo especially. He was one of my favorites. But you always knew where the clue was in every scene because the color of that was a little more distinctive than the background color. So you knew that was going to move. So that had to be a clue. That was the thing that was going to be the secret passage. That was where somebody was hiding. That was something you had to look at. The coloring was different. It was usually more vibrant. The background was more subdued. That is a prompt. That is a hint. That is something that's moving the story on. We go back to an adage that we talked about in an earlier video, show, don't tell. Arthur Conan Doyle and Agatha Christie never started a scene by saying, and the detective walked in and noticed a clue on the kitchen table, and he goes over and examines it, and no. Sherlock Holmes walks in with Watson. Watson sees the room in disarray with a certain article, describes all the articles in the room and some stuff on the table, something that just caught his eye, then goes on to describe something else. But he's given you a prompt. Okay, this is going to have something to do with this story later on. But it's buried in among all the other descriptions, so it's not right out there. He doesn't tell you, hi, over here. He hints at it. The highlight for that is different than the stuff in the rest of the room. He gave a little description of that particular item, that particular clue, more so than he did for everything else. So a prompt is something goes along with the general flow. It gives a little bump. It makes you notice it, but not enough to become fixated on it. Let you know something's here, you don't know quite what it is, how it figures in. So you want to see how this all works out.